My dear friends in Jesus, I welcome you all to this daily Catholic reflection, and this is Fr.Velangini Thumma. Today we are on Monday in the 7th week of Ordinary Time, and we are reflecting from the liturgy. The Gospel given to us is Mark chapter 9 verses from 14 to 29, where Jesus is healing an young boy who was possessed by the demon. At the very outset, I want you to remember that in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus performs and teaches in the first 8 chapters for the multitude, for people in general. But from the 9th chapter, his purpose is to teach the disciples. Therefore, all the miracles and all the teachings are geared towards strengthening the faith of the disciples. His public ministry is almost over. He wants to be with the disciples and make them ready, make them be prepared for his passion, death, and resurrection. In the 17th verse, the father of this boy who was possessed with the demon, he comes to Jesus and he says, "Teacher, my son is possessed with a dumb demon. And whenever this demon takes control of the boy, the demon is showing its power over him." That means the problem the boy has is not 24/7 or 365 days problem. But whenever this boy is taken by the demon in its control, he has a very, very difficult time. And the father says, "I asked the apostles, your disciples, to cast it out, but they failed. They could not." What is the reason? Chapter 6 of Mark, verse 7, Jesus gives them the power, the authority to cast out the demons. And we do read in chapter 6, verse 13, that the apostles were casting out many demons, but not here. Why? What happened? What happened to the power and the authority that Jesus gave to the apostles to cast out the demons? And that's why in verse 19, chapter 9, Jesus says, "O unbelieving generation." In Jesus calls them unbelieving generation. These words that Jesus is using are similar to what we find in Deuteronomy 32, verses 5 and 20, where Yahweh calls the Israelites as perverse generation. "How long shall I put up with you?" So Jesus sounds similar. And Jesus tells, "Bring that boy to me." Then this boy now is under the control of the demon one more time. It put him down. Then Jesus is asking this question to his father. Since when? How long has been easy suffering? Now, let's take a pause here. What is the purpose of Jesus asking this question? What does it matter whether it has been since many years or very recently? What difference it makes to Jesus? Will Jesus not cure him if he has been suffering all over his life since childhood? That's not the point. The point why Jesus asks his father, this boy's father, is Jesus wants him to understand that he came to a person and not a power. What does it mean? What does it imply? Jesus, as a human being, as a human person, wants to listen to people, make them comfortable, all the pain and agony that is in their hearts. He wants to relieve it by talking to them as a human being. Therefore, he starts a conversation, not that he does not know or not that it matters. Since how long this boy is under the dominion of the demon? And the man said, since childhood. And after that, the man says, if you can, you heal my son. So we know that the faith of this man is not so great. He is doubting. He knows that Jesus is willing, but he is not sure if he could, if he has the power and the strength to do this. Then Jesus tells him, what are you asking? Do you know what you are asking? Have you not heard how many demons I have chased out? Multitude of people have witnessed. What do you mean if by your question, if I can? Then don't you believe? Then the man said, I do believe, Lord, but help my unbelief. The word help here is important. In Greek, the word used here is boethio. Boethio means come by running to the aid of someone in need. That means he feels it is very urgent. And Jesus tells him, all things are possible to the one who believes. This is the lesson, and this lesson is not primarily to the man, but to his disciples. And immediately Jesus sees that many people are coming. The crowd started knowing something is going to happen here. So they started coming to Jesus. And immediately Jesus stops talking and he performs the miracle. Now, why did Jesus stop what he was talking? And he didn't want the crowd to see this miracle. What is the reason? Because, as I said, this miracle is primarily meant to teach to the disciples and not to the multitude of crowd. That's why at the end, when they left, Jesus goes to a home and they are asking, why could not we drive that demon out? And Jesus says, by prayer, except by prayer, it is not possible. Now, the point and the message of this healing is this. Jesus teaching the disciples, I'm going to be gone soon. I'm going to face my passion, death, and resurrection. So I'm not going to be with you physically. But you need my power. So even if I'm not there, if you want my power to be with you, you have to believe. And that is the message that Jesus gives to all of us, my dear friends, in this miracle. May God bless you. I would like to thank you for joining me every day and for sharing this good news.